Hello. Not the most greatest setup, considering just by moving the slightest move, it jiggles my weird setup. Anyway, I'm going to be showing off my October book haul, because I did promise that in stream I would make it. And it's a lot of books. It's a fuck ton of books. Some of them pre-orders, some of them not, I think. So first up, we have Funny Story by Emily Henry. This is signed, and I have read it. I read it during the summertime, so I ended up. This was not a pre-order. This was from the Target sale that was happening on I forgot when or what, but yeah. So I was like, I'll get it. So here we have Funny Story. Now the next three books came from the Amazon sale that was happening around the same time, and that is King of Pride, King of Greed, and King of Sloth by Anna Hyung. That's, I mean, how I feel like it's pronounced. I don't know if it's correct or not, so I apologize. So yes, I bought all three of these books because I had recently in September finally read the first book, and I really enjoyed it a lot, so I was like, $8 for all three of these separately. I'll go ahead and give it a read. So we'll see. Hopefully I should like them. If not, I could obviously just resell. And part of the Target's sale, I got the Bakery Dragon, which was a pre-order. This is the first children's book that I've bought, and I already have my review thing in there. This is the first children's book I've ever bought, but I follow the artist on Instagram, and when she mentioned that she was releasing this, book, I was like, I'm buying it. Like, I love the artist's artwork, and it's about a dragon, so I'm 100% buying it. And maybe whenever my niece, comes over, this could be read to her at night. So yeah. And then we have another pre-order, which is the Legend of the White Snake by Shirley. Stunning cover. Now this did break my ban. There's a few books this year that did, but I haven't read anything by this author, and I decided to buy it. So I did decide to break my ban. Sorry, I had to hold on while she's cleaning herself. I did break my ban in order to read this book. I mean, I haven't read it yet, but I should by the end of the year, hopefully. And then we have Howl's Moving Castle by Diana Wynne-Jones. Oh, I just realized Neil Gaiman's name is on here. See, this is why you don't have authors commenting on your book, because didn't he come under fire for doing something recently? Anyway, stunning edition. This is the Fairy Loot edition. Now, also broke my ban for this, because I haven't read, obviously, anything by Diana Jones. But I couldn't pass up on this opportunity, because I know people really love the series, like the movies, and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead. And when I pre-ordered this, I ended up requesting it at my library so I could read it before, it came to my house. But then I never got to read it, so then I had to return the library book, and I just never got around to re-ordering it. Everyone should know what Howl's Moving Castle is. Then we have a sequel, Throne of Secrets by Carrie Maniscalco. I have not read the first book in this, but I have read the whole entire Wicked Kingdom series trilogy. So I do really enjoy that series, and this is a spin-off of it, so I'm assuming I'm gonna like it. I wonder if she's made it more adult compared to, because technically the Wicked series is YA, though at the end there was a bit of hot and heavy moments. So I wonder if she's sticking with a typical YA situation, or if she's gonna go more new adult with this it adds some spiciness. Alright, next up we have a manga, which is The King's Beast Volume 12. I've already had started reading this series, but then I think at volume 9 I stopped because I'm like, I know I'm gonna like this series, so I'm gonna stop now, wait for the rest of the volumes to come out, reread the volumes that I have read, and then finish reading the rest of the series, so I'm not left off on cliffhangers for like 6 months. Because I don't know how long space they are, but we're getting close because I accidentally pre-ordered volume 13 and didn't realize I never pre-ordered volume 12. So when I received 13 and went to go put on my shelf, I was like, wait a minute, I don't have volume 12. So I had to like buy volume 12. But this was a while ago when I had received volume 13, and I just never got around to ordering this until this month because it was cheap. So yeah, love this. It's so good. It's not BL, even though the character looks like a man. It's not. This is a woman dressed up as her twin brother, who died in the castle, and so she took up a male identity in order to find out who killed her brother in the castle. And right now she's underneath this princess watch, like she's his guard, but she's a man because only men, beasts, there's a name for it, can wield weapons. If they're women, which she is, they would be sent to pleasure houses or maids. So yeah, so she was like, well shit, I gotta act like I'm a guy in order to find out what happened to my brother. So yeah, it's a little Mulan moment, I guess you could say. The next manga is the guy she was interested wasn't a guy at all. I think I said that correctly. Volume 1 by Sumiko Ari? This is... I loved this. Girl, like, hold on. Let me show you the girl. Like, I understand why... I mean, can you see it? It's not the greatest lighting right now. But the girl in the black hair, like, I can understand why the girly girl was like, she's hot. Obviously she mistakes him for a guy, but you know, she ends up realizing like it's not. It's the girl that sits next to her in class, and like that doesn't change her feelings. I mean, she's like, why couldn't she have told me who she was? But it's cute. I can't wait for the next volumes. I'm so excited. So the next book I have read, and I also pre-ordered, like I read it first because it's Kindle Unlimited, but then it got picked up by a publishing company, and then they published it, so I did the pre-order of it. I did enjoy it. I don't know if I gave it a 5 stars, but close to it, so obviously that's why I got it. Plus it's a stunning edition, and that is The Stars Are Stunning by Chloe C. Penardin? I'm so butchering that, but it's a stunning book, and it has these sprayed edges, which is equally as stunning with the starry night sky. And then we have the inside. So it is a stunning book. I'm excited to get the second book because I did pre-order the second one. It's a stunning book. Like, she hit the jackpot with this cover. Yeah, it's fantasy. That's all I got, basically. There is themes of like sexual assault, specifically from what I can remember in the beginning. So like, careful when you read this. I fucking wanted to kill a man. I mean, it's not just that he's like using her and all that jazz for other things, and he keeps her trapped away. But yeah, it's a good book, from what I can remember, because I think I read this last year, maybe. or either the beginning of this year, before they mentioned that they were republishing it. Right. Not the last series, but the second to last series is the holiday editions of Legendary. Well, not Legendary, the Caraval, which I don't know what's actually called. So we got Caraval. Let's see that. Hold on. Okay, we got Caraval, Legendary Finale, Spectacular, and the Barnes & Noble edition of Spectacular. So let me hold them up real quick. Okay, so we have this beautiful edition of Caraval. They're all sprayed edges besides the Barnes & Noble edition, which I'm surprised. I feel like the Barnes & Noble edition should have sprayed theirs green. That would have been fabulous. This is the holiday edition of Caraval. Stunning. Love it. 10 out of 10. And I think in here you can write down whose like library it belongs to. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe that's only in the Spectacular edition of Barnes & Noble. But yeah. Stunning. And then we got Legendary. So they're basically like the same editions of like the original ones. They're just white and red. Like it still has like the same typography, still has the same thing. I guess this like the feathers, are the feathers the same? I don't know. My editions are over there sitting, because I have yet to decide where to put them at. Now that I have these editions, I'm still gonna keep them. I just don't know where to put them. Then the last in the trilogy is Finale. All by Stephanie Garber. We have her spin-off books, and that is the regular Spectacular one. Also, sprayed red edges. And then this stunning back. Oh, it's beautiful. And then the Barnes & Noble edition, which I think I like more. Because it's not like glaring. It looks more Christmassy compared to the holiday editions. I think this looks way more Christmassy. With the gold star, with both green and red. And each edition has these end papers. Only this one has this naked back. So this is what I was talking about. This thing. Which I think is cool. Makes me low-key wish I knew how to, calligraphy so I could write down my name on it. I'm gonna show you, like, some of the designs. Oh my god. I'm trying to show properly. I'm gonna have to, like, lighten this video. But yeah, it's stunning. I'm excited to read this, but I am actually, even though I had started reading, I had read and finished a Christmas book, which really wasn't that Christmassy, and then I am almost finished with another book. No, I did finish it today. It's a zombie book that takes place during the winter time, and at the very end, it's Christmas. They're doing their Christmas presents. So, like, I've already started Christmas reading, but, like, I really want to save this one for December. I think I will read it on Christmas Eve, actually. I think that's what I'm saving it for, is for Christmas Eve. Stunning. I would like to quickly mention that Caraval, Legendary, Finale, and Spectacular, the box set editions, it told me it was not going to arrive until November 1st. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead, take a photo of my books for October, post it on my Instagram. Literally arrived the 31st of October. And I'm like, bitches, I already posted my October book haul yesterday. So that made me low-key frustrated. I'm going to have to add them to my November book haul photo at the end of November. Anyway. So the last series that I have showed is a near and dear series to my heart. I did, like, a few months ago, received, like, paperback special editions of these, and I do love them, but, like, I would really love to have hardback editions, and Rainbow Crate released hardback editions. Granted, they have to do reprints of the book covers, and one of my book covers right now has actually damage on them, which low-key sucks. And that is the All for the Game series. So these are the beautiful spines, and then we have the sprayed edges. So the sprayed edges aren't anything too crazy, but I'll show you the books individually. So we got the Foxhole Court. And then this is what the inside looks like. Could take off the dust jacket completely. So like I can showcase these. And then these editions have the OG covers underneath. So the only thing that's not OG is this part, is the rankings. So there's the Foxhole Court. Alright. Alright, so this edition is the one with the damage on it. So we got the Raven King. And as you can see, there's this weird burn. I don't know what it is. It's gunky. I tried rubbing it off. I don't know what the fuck it is. So sadly, there's that damage. Like, I wouldn't have mind if it was maybe at the, like, in the book flap, because then that could be perfectly ignored. But this is also the edition that has a misprint. I think, well, there's two misprints. There's one that's on, like, the rings. And I don't know if it's this edition that has the misprint with the rings, or if it's the third book or the first book. Now, when I take the dust jacket off, the misprint on this edition is the back. It's the biography, not the biography, the blurb. It's the blurb for the Foxhole Court. So sadly, there is that misprint. Now, once I flip to this side, obviously it's not as noticeable with that damage, compared to like what is in front. But even if I flip it, I have that misprint in the back, which I guess would probably be better in the back. So most likely with this edition, I'll end up flipping the dust jacket over, so like I could take at least photos of the cover. Now this is the front, the Raven King, and then the back, the side, sprayed edges. I am glad that the damage didn't get onto the book itself, because that would have been a no bueno. And before I knew about the misprint, I did go ahead and like contact customer service, sent the photo of what the weird damage is, and then I went to go to their policy and refunds, and then like, we will not exchange books that have like like damage to like covers, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, this is the fact that I'm paying over $100 for the series and you're not gonna replace? You're not gonna give your customers replacements for damage? Which I find that mind-boggling, low-key. I'm like, that makes me want to not do that and just wait for someone to sell their editions, so then I can buy off Macari or something, get it, and if it does come damaged to me for some reason, I can get that refund still. I would have to send back, but I would get that refund. But that's crazy to me that they allow that. I mean, I get it if it's like folded, but I don't know if, but thankfully there's misprints, and I don't think they read my email. I think they only just read the Raven King dust jacket in the title of my email, and they were like, oh, it's another person complaining about the misprint. So they just sent me an email saying, we're aware of this, and we are making plans for the dust jackets for the game. And I was like, oh, okay. But I was planning on fully like rebuying a set of this if they weren't gonna replace these, and then I was just gonna sell this, at least the Raven King. Lastly, the King's Men. Sorry for the rant. The King's Men, stunning, beautiful. I'm in love. Oh my god, with the boys. Oh, they're so cute. I'm like, there are inside in papers, but yeah, those are what the chapter headers would look like. It looks like, oh, I didn't realize, are they all jerseys? This is my first time actually opening it. Yep, they're all jerseys. And then, obviously what the inside look like. Just the same. Now, if you read this series, look up all the trigger warnings. Let's just say it's... Someone made a comment saying it's like Nora wanted to write about sports and queer stuff without knowing anything about sports and queer stuff. And I could probably agree to that. Yeah. But it's so good. It's heart-wrenching. Oh, wait, no, it's sports, queer stuff, and mafia stuff. And she didn't know any of the three. And, you know what? I mean, applaud to her. Because, like, it's one of my beloved series. And I've been feeling the urge to reread them for some time. Anyway, that is my October book haul. There's a lot of books. I am not holding these bitches up. I'm probably only gonna hold like a few of a stack to do a screenshot. Because, like, there's a lot. Now, I did buy 2 other books. But I can't show them. Because some people has thoughts and opinions on it. And I do not want to show it in case it does trigger someone. But thank you for watching this book haul. It was a lot of books. I wasn't planning on all this, but here we are. Anyway, deuces. See you in the next one, which will probably be my October wrap-up, but that'll probably have to be another day because I have to edit this, and yeah. Bye.